the Dread King Logan, and you're watching the Flavor General Josh, the Mouthpiece Danny, and my personal homeboy Cody on Rasslin Rage, R2YouTube.com. And if you're not watching, then you're a peasant, and I can destroy you.
Oh!
This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
And now it's time for Rasslin Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to Rasslin Rage. And you know what, Dan? I got everything except for anything in front of me, right? So I don't have a clue what I'm supposed to say, but I'm gonna ad-lib it right now.
There you go.
We are here for episode 179. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. 179 episodes of Rasslin Rage. Now, you would ask yourself, why isn't Rasslin Rage and MIW like, because when we did 179 of Rage, we would be at 79 of MIW. Well, what happens is XICW. Right? So XICW has a show on a Sunday. We don't do a Rasslin Rage. And you typically do not see an indie wrestling event on a Tuesday. Well, not in Michigan anyways. Unless WrestleMania was here. We may see one, right? But anyways, we're live on YouTube as you are joining us right now. We're also on Pod. We're not live on Podbean, but we are over there. I do want to introduce my co-hosts here. These two wonderful gentlemen. Right now, they're wonderful. By the end of the show, they're going to be assholes. But first up, we have the one and only 24-karat 5-star Flavor General. You're going to make me say all this shit. The leader of the White Boy Army, the happiest of all Harpers, Josh Harper, and the grumpiest old man we know. That's correct. That's one real deal heel, Danny Beals. Hello, gentlemen, and welcome back to the show.
Well, Never Cracker ain't got nothing on me.
Hello, Dre Jacobs.
Remember that movie, Grumpy Old Men? Danny Meals is both of them put together.
True story. Especially when he's driving on 94 and there's an accident.
Right? But like Cody said, today is Sunday. It's around 7 p.m., so that means that you're watching Rasslin Rage. Now, we also go live on Tuesdays at 6:30-ish p.m. for Michigan Independent Weekly. Michigan Independent Weekly is about everything that's going to be happening next weekend. Rasslin Rage is everything that happened last weekend. So we're here for everything that happened last weekend in the state of Michigan.
Technically, it's this weekend.
No, because today's Sunday. It's the beginning of a new week.
Okay,
I got Josh.
You know
back.
what? I'm gonna give that to you because that's a huge, long conversation. So,
all right.
That's
what.
So,
she
for
said.
the sake of time, I secede. Please scroll down into the description, and you will get all the places we need you to go. You need to go, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. And before I say the next part, Josh, don't pick up that stupid bell.
All right.
Okay, guys, ready? Hit the thumbs up. Make sure you click the. Don't you do it, man.
I'm not touching it. I won't touch it.
Make sure you click the bell. So make sure. Yeah, it didn't work.
He didn't touch it, though.
Get informed whenever we download matches or do interviews. And Cody's got one coming up. Cody had one last week. Cody's got one coming up.
Yeah.
You going to the swamp or the swamp coming to you?
Swamp's going to be on the internet.
That's the safest place for you.
I think he's got internet out there. I don't know.
Does the Swamp have a better internet connection than anything Jason Hotch has?
Probably. Because Jason Hotch has ObamaNet. He has something. I don't know.
2 cans and some string would be a better connection than what he had going on.
Amen to that. I preach on, my brother. So before we get too much further, I want to thank BCWA. BCWA is, in fact, one of our sponsors. They can be found on Facebook at GoBCWA, or you can head on over to their website where you can purchase tickets to the upcoming event on October 16th, GoBCWA.com. This is the return. That's right. We have not seen an event from BCWA in almost, 2 years?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years because of COVID. So it's going to be a great night. And you boys, that's right, us, we will be there. And I'm thinking we're going to be back in our corner again, I hope. Well, we'll see what's happening.
So.
We were bad.
I miss our corner.
Yeah,
That's the best place for us, though. I mean, really.
When we come back, we're going to have the results from all the different shows that happened this weekend, including but not limited to Metro Pro Wrestling.
It's time to talk about Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best thing. Breaking down the matches into each and every segment. Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best thing. Breaking down the matches into each and every segment.
Rasslin Rage T-shirts are available on ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage. Just click the link in the description to visit our store on Pro Wrestling Tees website. Every shirt is 100% cotton and available in sizes up to 5X. Show your love for Rasslin Rage and get yours today. All right, we are back. Oh, man, we are not there yet. So flyers popping up already, like we've been here all day. So welcome back again, as I was saying. First up, we have American Wrestling Experience. That right, AWE, brought to Faded Glory. That's right, it was the Faded Glory tournament, if I'm not mistaken, on Friday, October 8th. Fans that were living or in the cold water area were treated to American Wrestling Experience, and it was at the Royal Hall. So we had the tournament for the Faded Glory Cup. So that looks cool. And also to name the American Wrestling Experience heavyweight champion. Wow. So
Well, it was supposed to be a number one contender, and then champ gets hurt, champ can't defend for like 16 weeks, so they had to abdicate.
okay. So in the first round, we have Rod Street, the police officer, showing no love and, to Kenzie Black and pinning Kenzie Black. And I wonder if he held his knee on her or not. We'll have to see.
Lord Mitchell Taylor pinned Jarris Gray.
He moved on quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yay, Brutus Atwell, who will be on the show on Wednesday,
Bruce
7 p.m.
Atwell pinned Mike Honcho.
Pinned. And then we have D.A. Dalla pinning Kip Rude. That's the guy with the kitties, right?
Yeah,
He's got
a big kitty. He's got a big kitty.
He's got
Kitties.
kitties, not big titties, kitties.
It's 2021, man. In the second round, Brutus Atwell, who, if you haven't heard, is going to be doing an interview on Wednesday. Don't know if we mentioned that or not.
Wednesday.
Brutus Atwell took on Rod Street, and Rod Street ended up pinning Brutus Atwell with help from Mike Honcho, and D.A. Dollar pinned Lord Mitchell Taylor.
In the finals, Rod Street pinned D.A. Dollar to win the heavyweight championship tournament. In other matches, it was Isaiah Moore pinning Daniel Stark.
Isaiah Moore, dude, I'm telling you, that guy is money, all kinds of money.
Whew. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Right. Next up, we have, that is correct, October 9th event. You can see the flyer behind me or right next to me somewhere on one of these sides now. But anyways,
in the middle.
Saturday, October 9th was Championship International Wrestling's from the Commercial Exchange. This sounds like something out of a movie, right? The Commercial Exchange. Like something important happens here. But anyways, besides wrestling, because wrestling is important. This took place in Jackson, right? Jackson's Prison City, as we know it. Match number 1 was ZDP versus Solo, which went to a draw. Someone needs to get smacked.
I know you love it when
depends on what happened. Were they not able to answer a 10 count? Did they both get disqualified at the same time? We need more information on that.
Yes, we do.
No
Then
draw.
Tenshi took on and defeated Shyla Hyde.
Man, we ain't seen her in a while.
Nope.
I've seen a promo from her, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Then up next was Midwest Outlaws with a win over the Nightmares.
I don't know who those dudes are. I'm not trying to be a dick or anything, but we're going to have to do some research. Oh, I've never heard of those guys.
We got to get over to the west side of the state more
That's
often.
true, right. Frank Isaac Anderson defeats the Flat Earth astronaut. I said it because it was there. Danny Astro.
You know what? I wonder if Danny Astro hung out too much with the human amplifier and it
I think
rubbed
so.
off.
I think so. I think that's exactly what's going
Or
on.
vice versa. I mean, we don't know.
Maybe, just maybe, the Flat Earth astronaut went to space, saw the truth, and spread that truth to the human amplifier, and now both of them know the truth instead of going with you sheeple.
Say that again?
No, I don't want someone to quote me on that. And then we had Jay Bernard taking on the Beast, but the Beast took home the win.
Beast. Oh, man, look at this.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the man who was with us, Trey Jacobs, tonight, he went against Gary Dawson, and Gary Dawson somehow comes up with the win.
Warboy must not have showed up, but Gary Dawson had to cheat. That's what I'm thinking. Something happened. There's some shenanigans, and it wasn't clean. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm going to go ahead and be a Hannity right now and say that's exactly what happened. Anyways.
I don't know if that's true, but that's what I'm going to report.
That's what I'm reporting right now.
Rasslin Rage, definitely Fox News.
Right.
Or CNN, Emmett, whatever.
Right. And in the main event. Oh, wow. It was Malice and Paxton Calloway to a double DQ. Is that what that is? A double DQ?
Double DQ.
We had sort of this conversation last night. Oh, no, that was different. Never mind.
This is where upper management needs to step in and say, hey, this is bullshit. We need to finish this match because, man.
Right. Which is worse, double DQ or a draw?
I would say a double DQ, especially in the main event. I'd be pissed. I'm just saying. I'd be mad, dude. Anyway.
Ray Jacobs, like you said, is in our chat with us, and he says, I can assure you that Gary Dawson doesn't feel like a winner afterwards.
That I believe.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can win the battle, but you ain't winning the war. We'll talk more about that in a little bit, too. Me and Josh had that conversation last night about a certain match. Also, on October 9th, from the Arcade Incorporated in Southgate, Michigan, Metro Pro Wrestling's This Means War absolutely tore the house down.
It was hot as hell in there.
It was hot in there, boy. You know what? By the time I got home, I had to drink like 3 Gatorades just so I felt like I was even close to hydrated again. But in the opener, there was critical content, or booyah, as I call them.
Booyah.
Forever Young
I
and
love
Tyler
it.
Coleman defeating Young's. Now, correct me if I got this, if I'm right or wrong here, okay? They defeated Forever Young's YouTube cameraman, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Maxwell Storm and JJ Reynolds.
Yeah.
Oh,
They called them the YouTube Goons.
yeah. You know what? We cheered the Goons.
Yeah.
That's because the Goons were freaking amazing.
I'm gonna cheer anybody who gets in the ring against Kyler, or whatever that kid.
If they ring that bell, you take 2 feet, you plant it in Kyler Coleman's chest. I'm rooting for you for the rest of ever.
So let me just comment on this right now. I'm going to say this first of all. So Maxwell Storm and JJ Reynolds. I'm not sure which one is the big dude, the taller one, but that good dude impressed me. First of all,
Yeah,
I'm going to go on record.
they
and
held
say
their
that.
own.
That guy, no, that one guy right there, that guy impressed me. I noticed him out of that match. I noticed him. He made me take notice. That kid's going somewhere. Number one. Number two, Kyler Coleman and Forever Young. I just want to point this out right now. Let's get this out of the way. This tag team of critical content, also known as Booyah, this is going to be a thing. I'm going to make a T-shirt. We're going to make a Booyah T-shirt. So we're going to do it. But first of all, I want to say this. Forever Young, I believe, called us idiots. I am not sure. But he said he heard that we said that they were facing each other in our show. And I'm not exactly sure if that's true or not. Because you know me, man. I don't remember what happened yesterday half the time. But because we won't talk about that right now. We won't go on record with that shit. But if he, in fact, called us an idiot, we got some problems, bro.
But you know what, though? No, I talked to Forever Young before the show. He was okay with us. He's all right.
Well,
I told him, I told him about the whole Booyah thing, and he loved it.
Okay, but did we in fact say that they were facing each other?
Yes, we did. We said
did.
Kyler Coleman versus Forever Young.
We did. Okay, but that doesn't make us idiots. That makes us assumers. We assumed, right? So we're asses. But anyways, I just want to go.
I've ass a lot in my life. I'm okay with that.
I just wanted to go on record with that because if they want to be called Boo Boo instead, we can do that.
It could be Boo Boo.
We can do Boo Boo or Booyah. Just pick your
Boo Boo does
poison.
not play that.
Boo Boo. Anyways, moving on. In the second matchup of the night, we had Dante. How did he say it? Kaysen?
Kaysen, yeah. I kept saying Kassan.
I like
I
Kassan.
was saying it wrong, or the human amplifier said it wrong.
I like Kassan. It sounds more established. It sounds, you know what I mean? French. It makes you feel important. Kassan. Right? So anyways, I'm going to say it my way. And if they don't fucking like it, if he wants me not to say it anyway, he'll come talk to me. I can tell you that right now. Dante Kassan defeated Nathan Black, the Mummy, and Brutus Atwell as he pinned the Mummy in a fatal four-way match. In the second match of the night, I might add.
In match number 3, we saw the first of 3 different matches which involved the Cobra Kai. This match involved Iron Eagle taking on former Metropolitan Champion, amazing Nate Matson. I've not gotten to see him that many times recently, so I was excited to see him. And my excitement, obviously, is what helped Nate get the win over Iron Eagle of Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I'm sure he couldn't have done it without you, Josh.
Yep, 100%.
The fourth match was Josh's man crush, the Mario Star. Listen, before I get to the results of this, I got to tell you, during this match, I went and I was talking to the Johnny D, and I'm watching Josh watch this match. And I made the comment to Johnny Delicious. I was like, watch Josh. Watch it. The way Josh watches this match and watches the Mario Star, he's in awe. He looks like a little kid looking at Christmas morning. You can't open your presents yet, but you see them kids looking at them presents, and they're just in awe.
The Christmas lights are glistening off the eye.
That's how Josh watches.
Are you trying to insinuate I want to unwrap Mario Star?
Well, I didn't say that, but anyway, Mario Star picks up the win over Soul Taker in a roll-up.
Oh, that was great. But hey, you know what? Let's talk about some of the things that we've seen after, right? I want to tell, these young cats, right? You're coming up in the business, and what you do is part of making your bones, right? Like the mafia style thing. Making your bones is tearing down and setting up the ring. And even a lot of vets still do that. But we're in the parking lot, we're getting ready to leave. And so, you know, there's the bars, the crossbars of the ring. And there's a couple of them. There's a few of them, actually. I don't know how many on that ring there were specifically. But 2 people, 2 bars, right? 1 in each hand. Not Lamario Star. 1 person, 2 crossbars.
Then
And then
the dude picks up a whole side rail and carries it out by himself.
by himself. So as we're cruising by, I had already mentioned that I was like, all right, man, look at this dude. And I was giving the guy shit, right? Not Lamario, but I was giving the other guy shit. And then we were driving by and I see Nat and I go, dude, y'all got to get on this dude's fucking level, man. For real. Because this dude, holy shit, is he built like a fucking brick shit house.
And
He could give, I bet he could give Karam a run for his money.
I would love to see that match. Carl versus Lamario Star. Yeah, I would love
For
to
sure.
see that. Now, you know, poor Lamario, though, man, Soul Taker was not happy.
No.
Not happy that he got him in a roll up. I mean,
Well, duh.
he snuck that win out and ended up getting a couple of choke slams for that.
Right. A couple. Yeah. And wait a minute. The second one was because of those fans
Yeah, them
on the
fans,
front
it's their
row over
fault.
there. Those guys were dicks. But anyways, and I mean that in a loving way. Anyways, moving on, right?
They were not a satchel of Richards. They were just plain.
They were a satchel of something. Anyways, in the fifth match, we had the return of Gutter. That is correct. He was making his MPW return, and he beat L.J. Lawrence of Cobra Kai after Chuck Colding interfered in the match.
And then jetted quick,
Right.
like got in his car and left.
In
Well,
the
that's because they ran after him, dude.
Yeah. In the 6th match, Electric Ely took on Daniel Wolf of the Cobra Kai, making
No.
it the 3rd match of the day for Cobra Kai. It was not a good day for Cobra Kai. Electric Ely took home the win, and the Cobra Kai got Goose. Get it?
And then
It's an old people reference.
What a dick. Anyways,
them fans, all right, let's just call it the idiot fans. Front row people again. Start chanting 0-3, 0-3. Man, I wish LJ would have come and laid a Judy chop upside every single one of them.
Gimmick infringement, man.
Anyway, match number 7. Now, this is definitely one we got to talk about. Was Karam and Isaiah Moore. So they had a human highlight reel versus the wash-off, all right? Karam wins by DQ when Tommy Vendetta comes in, hits Karam with a cutter out of nowhere. I mean, when I say out of nowhere, you didn't see Tommy Vendetta until he was in the air.
And Tommy Vendetta is not a small person. For him to just be like, ha ha, like, the hell'd you come from?
it was very sneaky, wasn't he? Now,
You know, I mean, it was bad though. You know, poor Isaiah Moore. We talked before we even got to the building. We were talking about how Isaiah Moore better stick and move because once Karam got a hold of him, he was going to put a hurting on him.
that dude's hands were as big as Isaiah Moore's throat. And he picked him up and threw him across the ring, bro.
Yes,
That's
and then clotheslined clotheslined him out of his boots
Yeah,
as he was coming off the ropes.
right.
I know that Carl and Tommy have a history, especially at Metro Pro Wrestling and recently, but he's just earning the lovable psychopath moniker when you pick a fight with Carl.
I don't think he cares much, dude. Did you see him getting smacked around and him just liking it in that 5v5 that we're going to talk about here?
Yep.
So he said there was going to be no lovable about it. It was just straight psychopath.
Right. And in the main event, we have a 5-on-5 War Games match, elimination style. That was added at the beginning of the show, right? Or in the middle of the show, somewhere in there. All right.
During the show.
During the show. All right. Which you had 5 members of DTA versus 5 members of Armageddon. And yes, the mystery guy was TJ Meyer. However, TJ Meyer said, fuck Armageddon. And
Right in the middle of the match.
Right in the middle of the match. And who did he get pinned? Was it Tanner? Who was it? No, it was one of the... Who?
So.
That guy.
Gracefully chosen.
Right. Yep. One of the gracefully chosen guys. How do you say it?
So.
Say it slow so us white people can say it right.
HESSO.
Peso. Sorta?
Yeah.
Okay, see?
It really... Now, this thing was rigged right from the beginning.
Yeah. All right. First of all, let's just talk about that, right? So, first of all, we have Wayne or Breeding Price. What is his fucking name now?
Matt Breeding.
Matt Breeding. Okay. So, Jack Knox.
Bubba with the coin.
Something Knox. Whatever. Okay. So, they come out.
The company comes out with the coin.
But that was earlier, bro. That was way earlier, bro. Let's not. Fuck that. We're already past that. You got Matt Wayne fucking Breeding as a ref right there. You already know that shit's rigged. It's rigged right from the get-go. You knew it. Yeah. I knew it. I fucking knew it as soon as I seen that jackass in the ring. So let's talk about it. So we have Armageddon. It started out with Adam Wick and what's the other member of Gracefully Chosen's name?
It was Adonis.
Adonis. I know that name. Adonis. Okay. So you have Adam Wick and Adonis. And then from that point, it went to another member of Armageddon came out. I don't remember the exact order, but you had Armageddon and then DTA. Tanner. Armageddon and then DTA. Armageddon and then DTA. And then once everybody was out, that's when elimination style rules kicked in. So everybody was eliminated except for Tanner Nix, Jason Hotch, and Aaron O'Ryan at the end. Okay? Jason Hotch turns his back thinking that Tanner was going to get Aaron out, and it didn't happen. It went the other way. So then it was a 1-versus-1 between Jason Hotch, right? Jason Hotch and Aaron O'Ryan.
Now, let's be fair. Who counted that 1, 2, 3?
Which one?
The one that left it 1-on-1.
Matt Wayne Breeding.
And it was a fair, good 3 count.
Fair, straight down the middle, right?
So then Breeding, he was great in this. I mean, he counted them out every time. You know,
right.
He did a great job.
Now we have Aaron O'Ryan versus Jason Hotch. Aaron O'Ryan eventually beats down Hotch because it went a little bit, right? Hotch, Aaron O'Ryan pins Jason Hotch. Breeding gives a hell of a slow count. I got to give it that. It was a 1, 2, and then a 3, right? And he counted the 3. So the guy that's supposed to be paid off and rigged on the deal is the guy that ends up fucking over Armageddon in the end. Well,
he just was trying to be helpful.
Well, let's hold on a minute. We ain't done yet. There's more to go. We ain't done. That's not the end.
Not even close.
So then Jason Hotch and Tanner Nix get into a little bit of an argument. And next thing you know, Jason Hotch attacks Tanner Nix. And then Gracefully Chosen comes out to assist Tanner Nix. And so they all start beating up on Jason Hotch. And that's when the unthinkable happens. Aaron O'Ryan returns to the ring to help Jason Hotch. And he does. He helps him. And he takes all 3 of those guys out and they leave. And it's just Jason Hotch and Aaron O'Ryan. And Jason gets on the mic and starts talking about how he believes, it was good to be back and, blah, 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 blah. And that he didn't need Armageddon. They needed him and blah, blah, blah. Well, then here comes the one friend that had his back. The guy that's got his back and was telling him all the things that were going on. Karam. And Karam says, oh, yeah. Really, huh? And then he says, well, I said I didn't need Armageddon. I didn't need DTA either. And then gave him a freaking kick to the face. He gave Aaron O'Ryan a kick to the face just when we thought we were going to be able to cheer the guy. He fucks it all up. Fucks it all up. And then he my God. So
See,
now,
Cody, you're easily swayed. Hotch is not a cheerable person.
yeah, he is.
Ever. So
Yes, he is. He's a good guy. He's a good wrestler. You got to give him
Listen,
that.
I cheered a guy. I mean, I thought it was brilliant. He
Well, I
squared
agree.
everybody. Everybody got everybody.
But there's questions to be answered here. Okay? We don't know. Nothing has been stated about Armageddon. Nothing. Nothing's been stated about whether or not Jason Hotch and Karam are going to be a tag team or they're just going to continue to roll through individually.
Uh-huh.
We don't know. Is Armageddon over?
Well,
I don't know.
I did talk to Bubblicious, but it was off the record.
Yeah,
and
all
I'm
right.
not willing to go out
All
on
right,
that limb.
yeah, you should just shut your mouth.
Nope, I'm not going out on that limb.
But we don't know anything. All we know is everything's up in the air,
You know what I
and
know?
that Karam, Jason Hotch, again, are together. Right?
We
They've
keep
always
going.
been.
Yes.
They've always been. But now we know that they're working together behind it all. And let's talk about the fact that the mystery guy was TJ Meyer,
Heck yeah.
and then he turned on him.
He didn't need
He
that.
made a smart choice, if you ask me.
Yeah, he
Good
didn't need
choice.
it. You know, Dre Jacobs says he knows where his home is at, and that's exactly right.
Well, it's definitely not with Armageddon. I can
No.
tell you that. Those guys
Heck
never
no,
had.
listen.
They care about themselves. They don't care about.
Who is he in a tag team with? Tanner Nix. All right, come on, really? Who carried that team? Let's be honest.
TJ.
TJ.
Wow.
See now, you say we don't know anything. I know two things. After Saturday night, I know two things for certain. Number one, DTA was better than Armageddon. Number two, Jason Hotch wasn't good enough, isn't good enough, won't be good enough.
Oh, that's a very big statement to
Wait,
say.
I'm gonna add
Especially
number
when-
three.
Very big man.
He's out of all the people we know, he's in multiple big time promotions right now, dude, and you're telling him he sucks.
Sucks. If you look at flyers, you got Impact Superstar Shogun. You got Sam Beal consistently on Impact. Jason Hotch is on AEW Dark.
He was on Impact too, wasn't he?
Why is he on Dark, Josh? Tell us.
What?
Tell us what you said last night. Why he's on Dark?
Because no one wants to see his face.
That's Josh. I am not going to say that. You are,
People turn on to YouTube to see me, then they turn on to YouTube to see Jason Hotch.
well, I'm going to go back to any like the interviews and matches that I have on the channel, and I'm going to tell you they probably got a whole lot more views than you. Just saying.
Without that, man, I'm a very lovable face.
8%
People tune
body
in
fat.
every week to see me.
8% body fat.
Who?
Jason Hotch.
Oh shit! I thought you were talking about me for a second. I was gonna say you're bad at math, man. I got 8% body muscle. What you talking?
Oh, Lord. Well, those are the results. We will be back here on Tuesday at 6:30.
We forgot to give credit.
We gave credit.
Absolutely credit, though.
We did.
Whose fault is it that Armageddon is not together anymore?
It's not his fault. It's his credit.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Matt Wayne Breeding, for calling that match as far down the middle as you could, for making sure the better team won, for making sure that, for ending the apocalypse. The Armageddon, you ended it. Thank you.
The fans, the next time he comes out, the fans at Metro Pro should give him a standing ovation because
Thank you, Breeding.
if it wasn't for Matt Breeding, there would be no Armageddon. He's also responsible for Aaron Ryan getting kicked in the face. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, everything that happened in that last 5-on-5 match, except for TJ leaving because TJ was smart enough to do it on his own. Everything that happened because of Matt Wayne Breeding. Jason Hotch leaving because they lost. Matt Wayne Breeding because he did the final pin where they lost.
So you guys can thank him and everything, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to go on record and say this. Matt Wayne Breeding could walk on fucking water, and I'm still going to boo his ass. So, whatever. Anyway.
Be thankful one time to the guy.
No.
One time.
No.
That's it.
I'm not. Anyways, moving on. Thank you for joining us tonight. Don't forget, we will be back here on Tuesday at 6:30-ish for MI-Dub. That's Michigan Independent Weekly. That's where we tell you all the information that you need to attend any of the events going on here in the state of Michigan. Coming up next weekend, I believe we have 3 to 4 shows, depending on the interaction we have. We will have that information. We're looking to get a hold of one Mr. Mike Blackwell, and hopefully we can arrange something. But even if Blackwell's not able to come on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, one Brutus Atwell is going to join me from his swamp right here on Zoom or on YouTube, using Zoom, obviously. That'll be at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. That's right, Brutus Atwell, one of the Truth Martini over there at House of Truth students. He'll be over here, and the guy of the headbutt, man, the guy headbutts everybody, and he likes to slam everybody. So slam everybody, not just the man, everybody, right? Because we're equal opportunity.
There you go.
Right?
He will slam anybody who gets in the ring with him.
All right, equal opportunity. We love it. So, also, don't forget, down in the description, you will find links to Rasslin Rage on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You will also find a link to our Michigan Independent Weekly group, as well as our Rasslin Rage and MI-Dub page, where you'll find all kinds of wonderful stuff about Michigan Independent Wrestling. And then, what's that?
I said always.
Right. And then we also have a link to our Pro Wrestling Tees store down there as well. We also have MI-Dub and Rasslin Rage T-shirts and hats available for purchase through us. That are, right there.
I got it backwards today,
Right.
I wear it like this.
There
Supposed to wear it like this. There we
Right.
go.
There you go. Today's Rasslin Rage Day.
Yeah.
Tuesday's
And when you do
MI-Dub.
MI-Dub, bam,
Bam! Love it.
bam.
Bam! I like it. So there's that. Also, there's just down in the description is a link to Happy Harper ice cream where you can purchase Josh's wonderful, tasty ice cream. Nothing like watching Soul Taker get all excited about ice cream. And that happened, right? It happened yesterday. So,
But he's still one of the first guys, that he tried DBA and was like, hey, that's not bad.
yeah.
Not human.
No,
Freaking nature.
I told you he's not human. But let's go ahead here for a real quick second before we get out of here. Thank you to Kevin Jeffrey, Gary Sloan, Dre Jacobs, Josh Harper, and anybody else that's watching right now or catching us on a replay. Yeah, if you're catching us on the replay, make sure you smash the thumbs up right here on YouTube. If you're watching right now, before you leave, please smash the thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe. Listen, down in the description as well, there's a link to our Podbean. Check it out. Go over there, follow us on Podbean. If you don't like Podbean and you want to listen to audio content, search for Rasslin Rage anywhere that you listen to your podcasts. We're on everything. We're on Pandora. We're on Spotify. We're on Amazon. We're on iTunes. We are everywhere. Okay.
If you take your grandpa's hearing aid, you crank it to 12, you can hear us.
Yeah, for sure.
I will go out on the limb for this one. Now, I will give you a written or a verbal guarantee right here and now. All right, everybody pay attention. I will give you a verbal guarantee that on Podbean, we are much sexier.
Well, you two are. You two definitely are, but
I don't know. I figure out Podbean you can hear every time I sniffle.
Okay. Really? Well, that's because your freaking microphone, whatever's going on, dude, you're up like your volume's cranked right to the top, bro.
It's the thing that I've always used.
I'm telling you, we need to get you a USB microphone.
Ooh. I have one.
There you go. See? What the fuck is going on? Why are you not using it?
Well, because it's hooked up to my karaoke machine.
I just can't with you guys. Anyways, here we go. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again on Tuesday and then on Wednesday for the Brutus Atwell, when we will definitely look forward to seeing anybody at BCWA on Saturday, which we're going to talk about more on Tuesday. See you guys later. Have a great night.
Later.
This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage.